Hey everyone, welcome back to Open. Our next guest is a self discovery empowerment coach and author. She is the creator of the Aura Blueprint, which caters to helping women live a life of daily fulfillment and certainty. She is also the founder of Live to the Max, Viva al Máximo, and author of the book Creating a Lifetime of Wellness, Start Having the Life You Deserve, and Creating a Life of Wellness Journal, your personal coach to the different areas of your life. Everyone, please welcome self discovery empowerment coach and author Aura E. Martinez. Hello and welcome.
Hello, thank you, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Oh, it's exciting, and you seem very enthusiastic.
Yes.
It's probably why you're in the
Yes,
business of
yes,
empowering individuals
yes,
and coaching individuals
yes,
into
yes.
living like this.
Thank you so much. I think it's so important, especially nowadays, for us to raise our vibration, to raise the way we feel, the way we think about ourselves. And so I like to help people with that, help them get a better relationship with themselves, get them
Right.
to understand themselves in a more powerful way. Because we forget that we are the link to everything.
Right.
Like our relationship with ourselves, it dictates the relationship that we have with others
I-
and even things.
Yes, and even
Yeah,
things, right?
yeah.
Because they materialize according to our
Yes.
thoughts.
Yes,
I say it all
yes.
the time.
Yes.
So, aura, ese nombre, aura.
Thank you.
I'm like,
Yes.
aura. So, your parents named you Aura
Yes.
before you were even born?
Well, my name, I love that question. I love that question. So, my name was supposed to be my mom's name. And so, in the birth certificate, they messed it up and they call her Elena Aurora. So, she said, if I ever have a daughter, I will name her Aura Elena Martinez because, and I guess that name, it fits me because I'm so sensitive to energy and aura. So, yeah.
No, I want to correct myself because I didn't do it with the Latina accent. It's aura, not aura. Aura, but it's aura too.
Yes, yes.
It's
Yes.
appropriate.
Yeah.
Look,
Oh, thank you.
she affirmed your destination.
Yes, thank you.
Or your direction, I should say,
Yes.
because I think life is about the journey, never the
Yes,
destination.
it's true. It's true. We forget that. We always, as human beings, we tend to focus on the final destination. And okay, that's important.
Right.
But also the in between, because that's the gold.
Right.
That's the gold.
How you're actually receiving
Yes.
and actually just being. That's the
Yes.
key word.
Yes.
Being.
The being.
The
Yes.
being, right?
The
Oh
being.
no, you and I, we could get down because this is my language.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
my language. And so
Yes.
let's talk about
Yes.
like all right, so let's talk about how you, I guess, qualify clients
Yes.
and also what inspired you to write these particular books.
Yes. Well, I get clients in different stages. And I first started as a wellness and life coach, helping people get out of the sugar roller coaster they would find themselves in. And one thing that I realized is that they came to me not because they didn't know what to eat or they needed, exercise program. It was because they were having a relationship with food and their body. And that's what made me transition to being a self-discovery and empowerment coach because I realized if we could get to the core of who we really are, that is the key to really understanding why is it that we are in the situation that we're in life. And so clients come to me whether they are unhappy or unclear as to what is getting in their way. There was one recent client that she wanted to start her own business, but she was so frustrated. So getting her out of that frustration and confident in taking the necessary steps was the work with her.
Right.
Yeah. So
Right.
it all depends because we are in different journeys in our life.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm taking in what you're saying
Yeah.
with regards to the self-discovery and the emotional eating and even starting a business because,
Yeah.
if you want to learn about yourself, you start a business. It's like having a child because they
Yes.
become a
Yeah.
full reflection of your habits.
Oh, yes. What we don't realize is that everything, absolutely everything, is a reflection of ourselves.
Right.
And so when it comes to business, sometimes we think that if I get a business coach or if I learn strategies, that's enough. And no, you must also work on yourself. Personal development is the biggest bulk because you must be confident, you must work within yourself because if you are not confident in who you are, what you do, and that you have what it takes, like that is going to get in the way of absolutely everything.
Right. And
Yeah.
I love the fact that you have purposely chosen terms like self-discovery, right?
Yes.
Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, and I'm not saying that it isn't valid, I myself have a coach, but this seems to be like the trending business, right? It's kind of like everybody, wants to be a coach, not find a coach, be a coach.
Yes,
And
yes.
but the idea of having a coach is not really to always be reliant on that coach.
No.
The idea is truly to get to the place where you've obtained or attained these tools
Yes.
that allow you to provide for yourself.
Yes, and they're also there to facilitate a transformation.
Right.
Right? It's the essence is not to rely on anyone. As a matter of fact, we should be able to rely more on our own selves. But when we find that we don't know where to start or what is the block, that's when getting the right coach for you will be very important. It's very important.
So now let's talk about these books, right?
Yeah.
So because one of them is actually an interactive book, right, that guides you.
Yes, the
right.
journal.
So do the two go hand in hand, or?
They can go hand in hand. Well, I created a journal in case someone wants guidance in all the areas that I cover in the book. So some of the areas that I cover in the book, and mind you, I published this before the pandemic in 2017.
Right.
Knowing what your needs are, creating an oasis, which is your home, which ironically, I think after the pandemic, we realized
Right.
how important it is for us to have a peaceful home, right?
Yes.
Knowing how to choose your companion. And so the journal.
That too.
Yeah, that's what they play such a big role.
I'm not trying to make a joke out of it because there were some really mishaps, some
Yes.
serious mishaps,
Yes.
and some really poor outcomes in
Yes.
relationships
Yes.
from people that I even know, right?
Yes.
But let's keep it real.
Yes.
That the pandemic actually put everyone in a position
Yes.
to actually really see what they're about, how they're living,
Yes.
and who they're with.
Yes, all of that is very important. And even choosing your friends right. I mean, I can go on, but the journal is about really getting deep into understanding yourself, what you need, what you require out of yourself, out of others, out of this area in your life. So that was the intention.
Does
It's
it have
really
prompts?
Yes.
It does.
So it has
I
journal
want this
prompt-
book. I'm sitting here going, wait a minute. No me traer uno. Hey, que lo que. That's all right. I got you. No. But
Yes.
continue.
Yes.
So that yeah. No, because it's important.
Yeah.
It's important to
Yeah.
take the time to
Yeah.
be with yourself, right? So,
Yes.
like in the morning, I meditate every morning. I'm a transcendental meditator, and I tend to write haikus, right? Just
Yes.
because they're short and they don't have to be perfect, and it's my
Yes.
way of connecting to nature
Yes.
and observing my immediate
Yes.
environment and so
Yes.
forth. And I'm just giving you guys ideas of how this could serve.
Yes. So the journal in itself has journal prompts. Like it has prompts for you to read, affirmations for you to read. But also I ask very specific questions because the key is the questions that we ask ourselves.
Right.
Sometimes we ask ourselves the wrong question. And it's when we ask ourselves the wrong question that we're going to get a response that just disempowers us.
Right.
Just doesn't give us the clarity that we need. So the whole point of the journal, it can go with the book, but it doesn't have to.
Got it.
It's for you to gain clarity out of all the different areas of our life that we tend to disregard. That is so important because
Right.
they play a role in how we feel.
I love this. I
Yeah.
love it. I already see it. I don't even have the book, and I already see it because
Yeah.
I understand the work that you're doing
Yeah.
with altering the focus. It's a
Yes.
shift. It's a
Yes.
shift in
Yes.
choosing to focus on what's there.
Yes.
Live in the space of gratitude.
Yes. Yes.
And for as fluffy as that may appear to certain people, it absolutely
Yeah.
plays a role in the quality of life that you're leading.
It does. And I want to say something in regards to gratitude, and I've even spoken about that before. Because we sometimes limit gratitude to just a feeling.
Right.
And gratitude, I would dare to say, is a lifestyle.
Uh-huh.
So we have to start thinking in gratitude, feeling in gratitude, right? Acting in gratitude.
Yeah.
So even that, but that comes from really understanding yourself. How are you being? Right? And the being has to do with everything that's going on in our inner world. I would dare to say that we tend to not think about it 2 times to travel to another country.
Right.
But what about the inner travel?
Right.
We need to also travel within because that is the key.
Yes.
That is the key. And I would even dare to say too that it's very important to travel to the ugly parts of us.
Uh-huh.
Because that holds the
That's
key
shadow
to the
work.
yes,
Shadow work.
yes.
Shadow work. We're getting busy over here. I'm like, Wepa, she
Yes.
is daring all of you.
But it's very important though. We tend to be so scared of certain parts of ourselves, but that's the key though. That holds the key.
Yeah.
Because for as long as we disregard a part of us or disregard something that we might not like about us, we hold ourselves back tremendously.
Right.
And that applies to love, that applies to relationship, that applies to everything.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, que delicioso. I could sit here and listen to you all day because you're absolutely on
Yeah.
point
Yeah.
about everything. And I love the language that you use. And my favorite phrase that you
thank
said
you.
today
Yes.
was, I would dare you to take a trip inside.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
meditation.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
And that's being okay with what's good and what's
yes.
not.
Yes. Yes.
That's
we have
remaining
to be okay.
the observer.
Yes.
And then assessing how to reorganize the files.
Yes. I love it. I love it. I I love it because, sometimes we need to reorganize ourselves. We need to reorganize our mind. We need to reorganize our spirit, right? Not that our spirit, I would dare to say, it needs reorganizing, but
But
sometimes
it doesn't hurt to refresh
yes.
it, right?
Because sometimes we need to peel layers,
Right.
right? Whether that is layers of a limiting belief or a story you've been telling yourself.
Right.
So it's so important to peel those layers.
I love it. And thank
Yeah.
you for bringing it here to our viewers. We could go on and on and on. Aura, everyone. I mean, this is a wonderful gift for the holidays. I'm just saying, especially as we enter the end of the year, because this is that time of
Yes.
reflection. So once again, Aura E. Martinez, talking self-discovery. She's an empowerment coach, author, and creator of the Aura Blueprint, which we gave you a little taste of today. So if you're interested in more, you can visit auraemartinez.com. Stay tuned. There's more open when we return.